Sometimes you stand there like a dickhead. Oh yeah, oh, fuck that. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. So yeah, just getting some fuel and gonna go for a ride. Gonna meet up with my mate Mark. So this will be the first proper ride actually. I've done a couple of short little local rides, but this will be the first proper ride. So yeah, I'll get some footage, but the video will probably be short because I'm not going to film the whole thing. Oh yeah, oh. Some go-go juice. And yeah, so basically the roads are still a bit damp. The weather's meant to be good today, however, so it's meant to warm up, but yeah, they're still a bit damp at the minute, so I'll be taking it easy for the first, I don't know, however long it takes for the roads to dry up.
Cool ride. Cool ride.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, so there you go, there's proof. It is a cool ride, because the guy in the shop just said so.
Cool ride.
Yeah, I'm a little bit gutted actually, because I looked at the weather forecast yesterday. Well, I've been keeping an eye on it actually the last couple of days, and I thought it would be dry by now, because yesterday was quite mild, and the day before was quite mild. Why is it I can never get my fucking phone back on? Sometimes it goes on straight away. Does anybody else have this issue with the quad lock? There you go. Sometimes it goes on straight away, and sometimes you stand there like a dickhead for 10 minutes fucking about with it. Right, this bike has got a slight fueling issue, which is why the dealer has agreed to pay for new plugs and new fuel filter and a new air filter. So I don't know whether it's because it's been sat for a while with some bad fuel at the bottom of the tank, or maybe the little tea bag fuel filter inside the fuel pump is a bit clogged up. But the last couple of times I've been out, it's sort of as soon as I've filled up, it starts like starving itself for fuel a little bit, and then it clears itself once I give it a bit of a blast. So but those plugs and everything are getting done this week, well, this next week, so that'll be sorted. And yeah, that's pretty. Oh, I've got some tyres on the way as well. So I've got some Michelin Pilot Power 2CT tyres, which are my favourite tyres. I mean, there are new versions out, obviously, like the Michelin Power 5s, Michelin Power 6s, which are by all accounts amazing tyres as well. But for the price, Pilot Power 2CTs are absolutely fantastic tyres. I've just paid, including delivery, £216 for a pair for this this Gixxer. So I'll get those fitted next week as well, and then if we do get a dry day at some point in the near future, I'll be able to get out and scrub them in. But the weather for the foreseeable, like fucking hell, the next, you look at the forecast where I live anyway, for the next week and a half, and it's just rain, 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 rain. Which is really frustrating. I'm being really careful on these bends at the minute because the roads are greasy. It's that point where they're damp, but the sun comes out, so it starts to evaporate the water, and it just makes the roads really fucking greasy. And my tyres are cold as well, so I'm going to go do a couple of runs up and down the dual carriageway just to get this warmed up a bit. Oh, she is fucking sweet. God, I love this bike. And as I said before on my reveal video, I will do a full review at some point in the future. I mean, the thing is, I've got to wait till I get to know this bike properly, and then B, for some decent weather so I can go and actually ride it properly the chances of that happening in the next month or two is probably quite slim, right? Because it's fucking November. I hate the winter. Does anybody else hate the winter? Like, I guess it's a biker thing, right? Unless you ride all year round. But I mean, I don't ride all year round, but I've already said, like, even in the winter, if there's an odd dry day, I'll get out and ride. But yeah, I don't, like, you know, I don't ride in the shitty weather. Fuck that. Someone's beeping their fucking horn. Oh, the roads are greasy. Take it easy, Al. Oh. Like I say, a couple of, you know, runs up and down the dual carriageway, get her warmed up. I'm not revving the bollocks off her yet because she's still not warm, not properly anyway. So how are all you lovely people? It's fucking so good to be back making motovlogs. Like, to be honest, I didn't think I'd be doing this till at least, you know, January, February, and then even then, like, the weather would have probably put a stop to that. But yeah, like I said, I made a really fast recovery. The doctor was really impressed. I think she said, like, I was the absolute best patient she's ever seen in the entire history of the goddamn fucking world. Words to that effect. Test the brakes. These Brembo brakes are good. So yeah, so my recovery was much quicker than expected. And again, I'm still not pushing it, right, because I still haven't got 100% back in the shoulder. Like, if I thought, you know, I'm not taking any unnecessary risks by riding, by the way. If I thought for a minute that I wouldn't be able to ride and this was going to cause me problems, then I wouldn't be riding. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't be stupid enough to take unnecessary risks. So yeah, I feel good. I feel good on the bike. Fucking under the red light. So yeah, it's good to be back. God, it was a depressing 4 or 5 weeks though, I tell you. I'm really stressful. Let me talk very briefly about insurance again, because I just want to expand a little bit on the insurance quotes that I was getting. But I'll wait till I get off this dual carriageway actually. So yeah, basically I just had an accident, and what I realised when I made the claim is that I didn't protect my no claims bonus. Now I think I had 4 years, 5 years, because prior to that I had a few years break from biking, but I basically lost, I can't remember if it was 4 or 5 years, 4 years I think, 4 years no claims bonus, because I didn't protect it. Now that was completely my fault. I should have checked. I assumed it was protected because the year before last, I know for a fact it was protected because I remember having a conversation with them. And when this policy renewed, for whatever reason, this year's policy wasn't protected, and so yeah, so I lost my no claims bonus, which obviously had an effect. And when I spoke to 2 different insurance companies. I got some quotes online, but I spoke to a couple of insurance companies, and they said, yeah, it's because your accident is so fresh. And what they said was, if you wait a few months, maybe 6 months, then you might get some cheaper quotes. But I don't know, none of that makes sense. But there was no way I was going to wait 6 months, no way. So basically I I couldn't get insurance on a Fireblade unless I was willing to pay like £300 a month on average. Like one quote, the cheapest quote on a Fireblade was £275 a month, something like that. And then the most expensive was £420 a month. That's per month. Like, how the fucking hell can any insurance company or underwriter, how could they justify that? How could they, you know, themselves come up with these prices and expect that somebody's going to fucking pay that? It's just horrendous. Now, considering, and it just goes to show really, they do not give a fuck really about who you are, what your history is. Yes, they ask about, you know, what claims have you had and all this, and have you had any insurance, false neutral, have you had any insurance refused, etc. But they never ever take into account your circumstances really, like proper, like nuanced circumstances. Because I've said to the those two companies, I said, look, I've had my license 23 years and I've only ever made one claim. That was the only claim I've ever made. So how can I justify going from paying £35 a month for fully comp to £300 a month on average fully comp? It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I was priced out of 1000cc for now at least. I mean, look, I will be back on 1000cc, of course I will, at some point. Maybe, I mean, to be honest, who knows actually. I mean, the 750 is a fucking amazing bike. But I do like the 1000cc's, and I know there's a big debate whether it's too much for the road. Well, a 750 is too much for the road, you know. A 600 is too much for the road. But yeah, I do like my Lita sports bikes, so I more than likely will be back on a Lita sports bike in, I don't know, a year or two. I don't know. I'm not in any rush anyway, because I love this bike so much. Even though I'm breaking my own fucking rule here because I'm riding on damp roads. But hey ho. But yeah, so what have you all been up to, you lovely gorgeous people? I just want to say actually as well, a huge thank you to everybody that's messaged me or commented, you know, during this last couple of weeks when I announced that I had an accident and all the rest of it. The support has been really good, and I really do appreciate it. It's what I love about the biking community. You know, we'll always help each other out. We give a shit, right? For the most part, most of us, we give a shit about fellow bikers, and it is fantastic to see. I don't know where I'm going here, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, right, I'm going to switch off for now, folks. As always, thank you for tuning in. I will make some more content soon, even if it's not riding videos. I might make some, you know, some other type of videos. But yeah, stay tuned. I might throw in some footage of the ride tagged on to the end of this. But for now, stay safe and have fun.